Brought to you by the New Jersey Education Association.
Welcome to Life and Living. I'm Joanna Gagis. Downtown Jersey City has become a hub for arts and cultural events, and Art House Productions is right at the center of it. I have its president and executive director, Goodman, with me in the studio right now. Hi, Christine. How are you doing?
Hi, very well, thanks.
What is Art House Productions?
We are a nonprofit performing and visual arts organization.
Okay. What does that mean for the community in Jersey City?
It means that we have a gallery that features artists, local, national, international. We have a black box theater where we present original plays. We have educational programs for youth. We do music events. We run New Jersey's Modern Dance Festival. We host film festivals, and we also run a citywide arts festival called JC Fridays. So we do a lot.
Yeah, I'd say. That sounds like a lot. How did you get started? You started this, right?
I did. So I started as an actress, and I was out there in New York auditioning, trying to find my voice, and really feeling like I didn't know who I was artistically, and not finding a lot of female roles that really spoke to me in my early 20s. And
is that a grind? How hard is it?
Yeah, it's a grind. It is. I mean, when you do what you love, you don't think of it that way, but you know, I was sort of searching for where I fit in. And then 9/11 happened, and I looked around at my city, Jersey City, and there were no places for artists to meet and gather, to share work, to connect with the community. And I had this idea in the back of my head, why not have a space where people could come together and do that? But
why did you think the arts were the answer?
Because I think that the arts bring people together and can create community and can push forward dialogue in a really meaningful way. So I stopped thinking about maybe could this happen, and I just knocked on doors until I found somebody who would let me have a poetry reading at the end of September 2001, and that's how it all started.
So you had these open mics, right? It started with a number of open mics.
It did.
What did you find the community was telling you through that process?
That there was so much talent. We came from a bedroom community. People wouldn't really hang out in Jersey City. They'd go right over to New York City. But everybody lives there. You know, there's so much talent, so many creative people, and no outlets for that. So there was a real hunger and a real need for a place for people to meet and to develop new work in a supportive environment.
It's one thing to kind of work through your emotional stuff through art, right? But what do you think the impact on a community is when people are all of a sudden coming there because of arts and cultural events, when it becomes a place to be?
Well, I think that speaks to how Jersey City is changing overall. The people who live in Jersey City want to be proud of the city that they live in, and arts and culture are an integral part of that.
Hasn't been easy for you, has it?
No, running a nonprofit arts organization is a challenge, and 15 seasons in, we continue on with that challenge.
Price of rent. I mean, when you just talk practicality, it's expensive. In Jersey City, if you want to be in a center of town, right, in a center of a city where you're connected, you're going to pay for it. So how has that kind of impacted you? How has the location, being where you want to be, been a challenge for you?
Well, we have actually been fortunate enough to work with several developers who really think outside of the box in terms of building neighborhoods and building communities. So we've had wonderful temporary homes through the Silvermans, and now currently at Journal Square with the KRE development, Jonathan Kushner. So it's been wonderful for these developers to see that building a community isn't just building fancy condos. It's about schools. It's about arts and culture.
They understood that?
They did. They did, and I would love for more people to have that conversation about thinking outside of the box in terms of building full, livable spaces for communities. For us, we found ourselves in a series of wonderful and temporary locations. So right now we're looking for where our next home will be.
In Jersey City?
Yes, we're committed.
Yes. Let's talk about what people can find through Art House Productions.
Sure, absolutely. You can find wonderful cutting-edge art, a place to develop new work in an environment that supports and encourages that. We have playwriting, screenwriting workshops.
You actually are a playwright yourself, right?
I am.
And you put on some big productions.
Yes,
Can you
absolutely.
talk about a few of them?
Sure. So one of our main stage shows was called The House of Atreus. It was was based on the Oresteia, a Greek myth, and it was an updated version of a soldier coming home from war and facing his home that was as devastated as the land he lost. And what we did was we transformed our theater into an immersive theatrical experience where all of these stories, the soldier, his family, everyone connected to him, were all telling their stories at the same time, and the audience could move through the space and take in the story as they wanted to. And then there were times where the show came together and broke apart. Wonderful composer Schaefer James was part of that and really speaks to what we're passionate about, which is the new voices of playwriting, of changing the audience dynamic. So it's an immersive experience. You don't quite know what to expect when you come to experience theater at Art House. And multimedia, so we draw on film and dance and music.
And quickly, you have some arts education programs as well, film festivals throughout the year.
We do. So we serve the youth through our Stages program where they work after school on a main stage musical, and those are usually our classic musicals. So they just did The Addams Family this past spring.
And film festivals?
Yes, we host a wide range of film festivals. The Black Mariah is one that we've been proud to host.
Christine Goodman, founder and executive director of Art House Productions, Jersey City. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you
A
for
lot of
having me.
exciting things going on there.
As an educator, it's all about connections. You're not just in the classroom, you're part of the community. You meet these tiny kids every year and you help them learn and grow. But you also get to know their families. And over the years, they become a part of your life and you become a part of theirs. When you build those connections, you can accomplish some pretty amazing things. I'm Jackie Kruzik, and I'm proud to be a New Jersey educator.
Also brought to you by Holy Name Medical Center in Teaneck, New Jersey, and by New Jersey State Nurses Association and the Institute for Nursing.